You can tell both of these fighters are exuding confidence as they touch gloves. Sugar Ray Leonard. He, of course, won world titles in 5 different weight classes.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing.
Expectations are sky high for this fight. Will it live up to the hype? We're about to find out.
Todd, it's one of my favorite venues. You can't get a better place of fighting.
So they stare into each other. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. And a nice left hook. Just avoids the left uppercut. What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
You just see the nerves on a fighter stepping into the ring, Todd. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And then look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
Well done with that counter shot. And that jab just missed with the left hand. Trying to land that jab. That right hook won't score. That hook won't score. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Missing with the hook. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. I promise you, all 3 judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Start gathering your pace and win this round back. Take away that
minute, stick him on the end of a jab, and then start gathering your pace and win this round.
Come on, you've let him back in the fight. You're much better than this guy. You're much better. He's not in your league. Come on, switch on. Get your boxing back together and go out there and put it back on him this round. I need you.
He's better than this guy. You're much better. He's not in your league.
You've let him back into this. You're better than this kid. Go back out there and
want him in this round. You don't want to lose this fight, do you?
Yeah. Have you got complacent? The fight's not over yet. You've got to
back out there and win the round. Get back behind your jab.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather. Right back into the action.
Get this boxing back together. Now it's a tougher fight, and he's going to be...
And there's the bell to start the round. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Counterpuncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're people that make the history of our sport.
Off the charts action from both of these fighters.
Great work. It's all going nicely. It's all going to plan.
Holding nothing back here in the round. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here.
Be clever. Be clever with what you're doing.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought. This fighter is all about finesse, using a lot of angles and lateral movement.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. That counter shot lands. He misses with that jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
Wow, you know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away.
They ring the bell, and here we go. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Be confident. That's it. Nice and smooth. Stay that way now.
So much firepower here. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. These two were made for each other. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the gym, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
That jab won't score. You'd like to see more jabs. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweet.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
A lot of effort being exerted here. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Crawford's legs are all over the place. Crawford got hit hard, and down he goes.
1, 2, 3. Oh, are you okay?
So he's back on his feet, but he's got to somehow turn this around.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. They exchange. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Boy, this next... We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong. One moment changes everything, especially in this division.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Nice slip to avoid the jab. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. When are we going to see a jab from these? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. And there's the bell to start the round. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, John?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
Both men step back for just a moment. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter shot. Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
This can be so frustrating when you're such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
They both want a knockout, you can tell. Deciding to let it... You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
But you'll take him out. He's ready to go.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp. Don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's gonna pop you off.
The straight right just misses. Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
A perfect counter shot. Catch and shoot. It's bombs away. Straight right just misses. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so...
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. At this point, you got to believe. And there's the bell to start the round. After that last round, something has got to change.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Pretty close fight here in this round. Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've got in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Both men step back for just a moment. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Good counter punch. The judges have spoken, a unanimous decision victory.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game.